Got your back against the wall, no, you know you never had a chance. Should've known better, now you better make other plans. There's no going back, gotta let you know in advance. This is Game Squad.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is Joe Grizz from the Team Avalanche Worldwide YouTuber channel, and I'm reporting you live today from X Underground Members X channel. Kisame allowed me to come in here today to give you guys a video on my top 10 most hated cards of the current format. Me and him did a video swap, so he also put a similar video, I believe, for his top 5 most hated cards on my channel. You can go check that out as well, and sub to my channel if you like this video. But you're gonna like it, of course. Now, I did not come up with this list off the top of my head. However, I did post in my group, the new Team Avalanche Yu-Gi-Oh realm on Facebook. You know, the link will be in the description if you guys want to check that out and join the group. And out of 140 different people, I came up with this list of top 10. So I just give it to you like this. So coming in at number 10. Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Beatrice, broken ass card. I'll tell you that much. It's really broken. I actually play PK Fire as a deck, and you don't know how many times that card just opens up everything for you. Especially because it has the Cheeks of Steel. It has 28 defense. The Cheeks of Steel. Hard for a lot of cards to get over it. Only cards that really get over it are like Dark Destroyer or something like that, or if they sack for a kaiju like Gamma Seal, one of them. That's about it. Like, the other cards can't really punch into it. They just go straight at 28. Can't do anything. And if they do kill it, it brings out Dante Pilgrim. So that is always a great thing. And being able to put any card in the graveyard, any card to disrupt the play. You don't know how many times I've dumped a cow cap to hit back row, dumped a Farfar to banish the monster from the field for the turn, detach, Dante, end phase, dump Sir bring back Dante add back Sir, draw, activate again, make another Beatrice, dump again with the first Beatrice, get a combo piece for a Phantom Knight or something, it's something like that. So I know why people hate the card, because it's hard to get over and it's a real pain in the neck. I get it. Coming in at number 9. Solemn Strike. What can I say? It's the only Solemn that's not at 1 or 2, whatever. Except for, I believe, Solemn Scolding is not at 1 either. But the requirements are really hefty on that card. Like, Solemn Scolding is really hefty. Like, 3,000. It is, in retrospect, Solemn Judgment. But it's not what Solemn Strike does. Solemn Strike negates an effect anywhere. Banish, grave, hand, field, anywhere. And it can stop multiple summons. So it exceeds summon, multiple pendulum summons. That card is just very generic, very jank, and the cost of life for 1,500 is not as big as you would think. It's nothing, really. Moving on to number 8. Cosmo Town. I knew the card would be on here somewhere, I thought it'd be higher, but it's not. It didn't get that many votes. But Cosmo Town, to me, that is the best field card in the game right now. That's really doing something. It lets you shuffle cards back into your deck. Oh, Cosmo players shuffle dead cards back into the deck to draw new hands that can be anything they want. It lets you add a remove from play monster back when it's destroyed, and you can pop it with your own Slip Rider. You can search anything out. So you never want to Twin Twister it. You never want to MST it. You never really want to pop it when your opponent's playing Cosmos. When you're playing Cosmos, hitting that card is everything, because it gives you any card you want. So that is just amazing. I feel like it should have been higher in the list. It's the most hated card because it does so many things, but it didn't get that many votes, so we could call it a day. Coming in at number 7. 7. Sorry, 7. Gamma Seal, the Sea Kaiju. These Kaiju monsters are just amazing. Gamma Seal, 22 beater. Sack a Dark Destroyer, sack a Beatrice, sack a Monarch. You sack them to special summon it to their board. Now you're not afraid of Domain and Monarch. You're not afraid of Dark Destroyer or any of the bigger ships do anything, or Dark Lady. Sack it over. Like I said, get over Beatrice, get over anything. Get over any beater that's too big that you can't get over. Sack, oh shit, punch over. It's the freest thing in the world. I personally sided 3 out in every deck. Like, I think the Kaiju cards are just OD broken. That's one of the reasons like people didn't want to play the Super Quando deck, because the Megazord kept getting sacked, shit like that. Moving on. Number 6, Cosmo Dark Destroyer. Number 6, Cosmo Dark Destroyer. Jesus, this card is a pain in the butt. Like, the OTK with this card is ridiculous. It's the 3,000 beater. You can't really get over the 3,000 cheeks. I mean, the meat, I'm gonna say. That's meat. So I'm gonna say meat. You can't get over the 3,000. You know, it's really hard to. And then when you destroy, you gotta worry about a smaller monster coming out. Any smaller monster. Anyone. You know, from Forerunner, Slip Rider, Dark Lady, any pilot, Tin Can, and Strawman, Banish. You know, anything. Sword Troopers, I don't know, Farm Girl. If you know, people don't play Farm Girl like that, but it brings out anything. And it's problematic. You have to get over it and then wait for something else to happen, and it pops any monster on the board. So it's disruptive. It's like Beatrice in a way, but it's just disruption plays. You know, they put a pilot on board. You try to make a play, banish, boom, pop. Very disruptive. It's very free for no reason. So that card is definitely a pain in the butt. Now entering the top 5. We have Twin Twister. To me, Twin Twister is like, should have been like number 1 or 2. That card, the blowout capabilities of this card, like it makes people afraid to set multiple back row because you get blown out. Especially decks, unless you're playing a deck that sets 5 back row like Clifford's or Yusenju's or something, or Hat or anything along the line like that, any kind of stun deck, then you could set 5 back row and say, okay, well, blind space into my 5 back row, I don't care. But people who just set 2 cards, set 2, set a strike, set a chaos shot pull, set a warning, set a fog blade, you know, set a anything, vanities, bottomless, monarchs, set stuff, you know, everything. Just set cards that you want to use in your opponent, and then boom, blow out. Cosmojo, great, you know, blow out, pop it. Then to dump a card from your hand that potentially can be utilized in the graveyard to give you further, you know, advances in the game. Just amazing. So that card should have been higher in the list, I think. Just don't think it should be 5. I think it should be like 2 or 1. Number 4. Now, you can see now, entering top 4, you're going to see where most of the hate for the meta goes to, and I understand why. Number 4 is Pantheism of the Monarchs. Pantheism, it is the freest card there is in that deck. Like, it lets you draw. It's like a D-draw on crack. You get to, on steroids, I would say. So you get to draw 2 cards, and then after drawing the 2 cards, banish it to get another card to your hand. So that card just gives you 3 cards, you know, in a sense. You pitch that and another card. You could pitch that and Prime Monarch. I mean, yeah. Is it Prime? Prime Monarch. Yeah, I think it's Prime. I believe that's what it's called. It's called Prime. Yeah, it's Prime Monarch, the trap. Okay, yeah. I want to make sure it's called Prime. I'm bugging out. So yeah, you could dump that or Prime Monarch. You know, Prime Monarch banish the card from the grave. Could give you a free sack. You know, that gives you domain. That gives you 2 cards in your deck. You know, it's too good, and it can be used multiple times. Like, that makes the deck really fast already. It's already fast. The deck is already fast with Ether and all of them being able to activate on your opponent's turn and Stormforth. It makes Stormforth ridiculous, you know, because you can draw into those cards and search Stormforth, search domain. Domain shuts most of the meta down, you know, stuff like that. So that card is just broken by itself, and it shouldn't be as good as it is. I don't think so. Number 3. That was 4. Now number 3. Domain of the Monarchs. I hate this card. When I'm playing against pure Monarchs, it's a pain in the ass. OD, a pain in the ass. When I'm playing against extra deck Monarchs, not so much, because they don't really play it. They probably play 1. If they play 3, then I don't care. I'm still making exceeds. But Domain of the Monarchs is the freest card. Like I said, with Pantheism, you can search Domain out, put it on the board for free. You know, and it's a floodgate. First turn, you go Pantheism, drop 2. You know, remove. Oh, who's calling me? Someone's calling me? Don't call me. Drop 2, search, you know, domain to hand, activate domain. Sack for like 1 monster, Vanity's, Majesty's Fiend or something. Go. What can you do? You can't win. You can't do anything. You're like, really? And it just bothers you, you know. So, Domain of the Monarchs is really, really a pain in the ass card. So, I think that card should be hit somewhere. Definitely. If any card get hit, it'll be Domain. Number 2, Monarch Stormforth. can't explain to you how good this card is. It makes your opponent, when it activated, it makes your opponent, you know, out of fear, quickly activate effects that they wouldn't normally activate. You know, do dumb stuff just to not lose their monster. And the fact that it can be activated and you don't even have to tribute a monster, you could just activate it to activate it, and it instills fear in your opponent's heart. I know it does to me. I'm not gonna lie. When they activate that shit, I always assume Aether's coming out or something. I'm like, damn, Stormforth. Like, it really has to be that I don't see a Prime in the graveyard. If Prime's not in the graveyard, then I'm like, whatever. And activate Stormforth, I'm like, alright, what are they gonna do? Sack my monster? They can't sack my monster unless they have the other Monarch trap. I forgot what it's called. Escalation of the Monarch. Yeah, Escalation. Activate. If they don't have Escalation or thing in the grave and activate Stormforth, like if I MST or something or Twin Twister, then I don't care. I'm not fearful of it. But if they have the Prime in the grave and they activate it, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, jeez. Sorry, excuse my language, but I'm like, Jesus. Now I gotta deal with this shit. I'm afraid to put a monster on board, so I have to make a bait out monster. Make a bait out monster. They sack it. Oh man, I'm done. Now I make my real monster after that. You know what I'm saying? And then try to punch over. But if they have Domain on board and do that, you're in a bad position. Just a very bad position. So Monarch Storm 4th is too good. Especially like in anti-meta decks, not just Monarchs. It can be played in Cosmos. They can sack your monster for Slip Rider, sack your monsters for Destroyers or Forerunners or Dark Ladies, anything. Or Cliff Force. They can sack it for Cliff Force to normal summon them, make them bigger beaters, you know, than they already were. And then Card of Demise. You know, like it's like stuff like that. It just, I'm like, why? Why do these things happen? So that's Monarch Storm 4. These cards are too good. Now, the number one card, most hated card in the format, voted by 140 people. That's right, 140. 140. I don't know how you read it. 140 people. Card of Demise. I didn't think this card was gonna be that much hated, but I do understand. I went to a regional recently and I played against Cliff Forts, the anti-meta Cliff Forts, and that card is just retarded. Like, activate. Oh shit! Draw 3 cards. Set. Activate Pot Duality. Oh, get another card Demise. Set it. Go. Attack. Whatever. Your turn. My turn again. Draw. Card of Demise. Oh shit. Set. Summon. Let's play the game. I'm like, the advantage you gain off the card, because everybody that plays it is not going to want to play it to get one card. They don't want to upstart with it. They want to play it to pot agree with it. You know what I'm saying? They want to get the 3 cards, or say the Graceful Charity, whatever you want to do. But you want to go plus 2 off of it. You know, get the 3 cards. Activate, draw. Oh, I got to play it for days. You know, it gives your opponent way too much advantage. You know, if you're playing it, hey, you're trolling the shit out of people. You're getting people mad as hell to want to play you with these decks. But if you're not playing it and it's being played against you, then you're pretty pissed off, because I know when they played against me, I'm like, damn, I gotta play this card. They playing this shit, and I gotta get over it. How many cards you drew? You drew 3 cards and set 3. Oh my god. To me, those are all power traps. To me, those are all strikes, Macrocosmos, Vanity's Emptiness, whatever else, Torrential, Bottomless, whatever else they have. Lose a turn. When that card is activated, I assume the worst of everything. You know, if you play the artifacts, it could be Sanctum. I'm just like, yo, I lose because I don't have Heavy Storm. I can't beat out a million back row. You know, Soul Drain come out. You know, I'm like, it's too much. But yeah, that is the list. So really quick recap on the cards. Number 10, Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Number 9, Solemn Strike. Number 8 is Cosmo Town. Number 7 is Gamma Seal, the Sea Kaiju. Number 6 was Cosmo Dark Destroyer. Number 5 is Twin Twister. Number 4, Pantheism. Number 3 is Domain of the Monarchs. Number 2 is Monarch Storm 4th. And number 1, most hated card, was Card of Demise. So there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video and my little top 10 mini discussion / rant / whatever you want to call it. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, the Team Avalanche Worldwide YouTuber channel. The link will be in the description as well as in an annotation somewhere on this screen, so you guys can check it out. And do like the video and do show more support to X Underground members X and Kisame, and show support to me. Like I said, join my Facebook group, the new Team Avalanche Yu-Gi-Oh realm. It should be linked in the description. If it's not, you can go over to my channel, and in my about column, you'll see that I have all the links there to my Facebook, to my Twitter, to my Instagram, and the Yu-Gi-Oh Facebook group itself. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time, and as always, you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Later, guys. Please stay connected with me by adding me on all my social networks on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just copy the link into your search bar and add. Thank you.